Hi, everybody. This is Donna Anderson, author of lovefraud.com. And today I'm with Mandy Friedman once again. Mandy is a licensed professional clinical counselor, and she will soon be presenting a webinar for Love Fraud Education, which is called How Understanding Empathy and Emotional Intelligence Protects You from Abuse and Enriches Your Life. So welcome, Mandy. It's so good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Donna. I'm happy to be back.
Good, wonderful. Well, I'm really looking forward to this webinar, and I think it's going to be very helpful for people. So I have a few questions. I hear from lots of folks who consider themselves to be empathetic and who have found themselves targeted by a sociopath. So why are empathetic people vulnerable to those who have these disorders?
There are many reasons, but here are just a few. One would be that as empathetic people, we see the good in others and we will overlook red flags because we don't want to judge people. Also, they have an unfathomable frame of mind that we cannot conceive of. We cannot put ourselves in their shoes and see the world the way they do. For example, could you ever drown a bag of kittens? No. Could you ever punch a pregnant woman in the stomach? Nope. How about, could you ever shoot a disabled person or an elderly person as they're just trying to cross the street and you're shooting them with rubber bullets? Could you ever do that or conceive of doing that? I don't think so, right? So, but they do those things and we could never, ever do those things. And that's what I mean by unfathomable frame of mind, is that it takes a certain mind frame to treat human beings the way that they do. And then finally, they operate using different parts of the brain during social interactions. So we operate from a place of emotional connectedness and shared understanding, while they will be operating from a place of malevolent creativity, deceit, coercion. They use strategic thinking, and we think we're just having coffee.
Yeah, really. I mean, you never know about the agenda. So why is it so important then for survivors to understand empathy and emotional intelligence?
For empathetic survivors of abuse, we need to learn how to steer away from people and environments that trigger us. And what I have found in my work is that survivors of narcissistic abuse are often triggered by people or environments that are lacking empathy or lacking emotional intelligence. Also, as we build new relationships in recovery from abuse, we want to be able to identify these qualities in other people so we know who will be a healthy option for us as we build our new circle of connectedness with others.
Okay. So what are people going to learn in your webinar?
They're going to learn a lot, but for a few of the highlights, it will be that you're going to learn about the origins of emotional intelligence and empathy. In other words, how did someone come to be empathetic, or how did someone come to lack empathy in their personality? So how did they get this way? And also you'll learn how to detect that someone is lacking empathy or emotional intelligence, or identify someone who has high empathy or high emotional intelligence. And then finally, you're going to learn how to apply this knowledge in building a happy and healthy life in recovery from abuse.
Well, I know what you're going to be presenting, and it's fabulous, and it will be so helpful for everybody, empaths and those of us who may not be quite as empathetic but still need the information. And I'm looking forward to it a lot. So thank you so much, Mandy, and we're looking forward to the webinar.
I'm looking forward to it too, Donna. Thank you.
All right.